All right, so this is a really fun song to play and jam along to, and it's probably the reason why so many bands have covered it. The song's in E, and it's just a really basic rhythm, and it's really fun to play over. So the song begins with this kind of like, at least the Yardbirds version, begins with this kind of like train whistle type sound. And to do that, you're gonna bend the B string. I like to use my ring finger on the 15th fret, G string on the 14th fret, and you're going to bend those both at the same time. So you're going to do that, and then you're going to do it into a bend, so it goes. And I think they do it twice on the record, so real slowly that's. And then it goes into the rhythm that makes the song what it is, which is really cool. On the Yardbirds version, they play it, it sounds like it's single note. So you're going to play open string for like the in-between notes. And it's just a pretty basic rhythm, so it goes like this. So that's the basic rhythm, and then at the end of the verse, it progresses and descends. So here's the whole thing. Here's the whole thing one more time. And so that's basically the whole song. It just kind of repeats throughout the whole song. Now you can also play it, and I think Aerosmith plays it like this, and a lot of bands play it like this with power chords instead of those single notes. So what you're going to do is instead of the everything but the open notes, you're going to play power chords in those spots. So it goes like this. And you can kind of see, like, so I'll play the power chord, and then I'll lift off the root with my first finger, but while I'm also kind of holding the rest of that power chord with my ring finger. And then you just kind of move it up and down the fretboard. So one more time. And one thing to get that kind of sharpness in between chords, that how it kind of just, the note just cuts off at that last part, is I'm just going to lift my hand off the fretboard. So I'm releasing my fingers, and then I'm also muting with the heel of my palm. So you lift off, and mute. And that gives it that kind of crisp rhythm, which is the Yardbirds at least play pretty crisp. And then there's a bridge part. This is pretty simple. It goes. And that's just working your way up from open to 2nd fret, 3rd fret on the low E string. And it just repeats a bunch of times. And then at the very end, it ends with like an open E chord. And that's basically it for the song. Now the reason that I chose this song is it's an awesome song to to jam over. So last week in the video that I put up, I showed how you can play leads over musical sections or instrumental sections of songs, and you can practice your leads. So this is a great one to jam along to. It's kind of hard to find long stretches of just instrumental parts in this song, but you can play over the vocal part. And the great thing about it is it repeats, so it's like all in E, and it just repeats through. You can just jam right through it. So just to get you started, I like to use the minor pentatonic. There's 3 positions I use primarily in the song, but you can move in between, obviously. The first one is this kind of pocket right here with your second finger or your middle finger on the 9th fret of the G string, and then your first finger on the 8th fret of the B string, and then you can kind of do hammer-on pull-offs with your ring finger on the 10th fret of the B string. So it's kind of like right here. And then you, if you want to move within that same position, the spots to play are the 7th fret of the high E and the 10th fret of the high E are within that minor pentatonic. So a lot of and even on the record they play in this spot a lot, so it's like. And that kind of sounds cool. If you want to get kind of lower on the fretboard, you can move down to like the open position. A lot of cool sounds from this bend on the G string at the 2nd fret. So you can play within there, and then a more standard position up on the 12th fret, where you can play like your standard minor pentatonic scale, and like at the beginning it plays within that, and you can play along. And all that sounds really good, but just mess around with it, jam to this song, it's really fun, and that's it for this week. So if you like this video, remember to subscribe and like it on YouTube. I'll be posting new videos every week, and I'll see you guys next time.